If you follow any internet gun forums or any YouTube gun channels, you've probably seen recently where people are on the internet screaming, "Ha, the caliber wars are over. The FBI has declared that the 9mm is the best round ever, so suck it, 40 people." And a lot of these people have said things directly to me, like I'm some sort of detractor of 9mm. I'm the guy that says carry a 380 or a 38 special if you want to. I've never really been a big detractor of any caliber. So I don't know why they're singling me out, but let's get one thing straight. The FBI did not say the 9mm is better than the 40. It did not say the 9mm is equal to the 40. They said that the 9mm is probably best for them and the way they use their guns. And they gave several reasons for why they think 9mm is best for them, especially better than 40 for them. And I'll go over a couple of those reasons and why some of those reasons might be good and some of those reasons might not be so good. Well, one of the main things they said, one of the main reasons they're going away from the 40 caliber guns is they're saying that the 40 caliber guns wear out faster than their old 9mm guns did. Well, that's of course true. The guns they're shooting, the 40 caliber guns, are basically just 9mm guns that have been revamped to shoot 40. They weren't built from the ground up to shoot 40 caliber. So of course they're going to wear out faster than their 9mm counterparts. That's just common sense. But one thing they have to remember is they're comparing their 40 caliber guns to their old 9mm guns. They're talking about using hotter 9mm now, so those guns are going to wear faster. 9mm guns shooting hot 9mm are going to wear just as fast as a 40 shooting 40. In fact, in some cases, they might wear faster than a gun that was actually designed for the 40 shooting 40 caliber. But it's the government. They like to make snap decisions as justification why they need to spend money to save money. Another very important reason they gave why they want to switch from the 40 back to the 9 is they say their officers don't shoot as well with the 40 as they did with the 9mm. And that is probably true. The 40 is a snappier round. And you got to remember, a lot of FBI agents, we like to think of them as, oh, they're these real big tough guys. That's not true. The majority of FBI agents are basically just CSI nerds. And there's also a lot of women agents. They have a little bit of trouble handling the snappier 40, especially in a gun that was designed for 9mm. But keep into account, they're talking about going to a hotter 9mm now. So will they be able to shoot that 9mm plus P or plus P plus out of the 9mm guns as easily as they used to shoot their regular 9mm? I doubt it. So that might end up being a wash. We'll have to see. And let's not forget, one of the reasons they're having trouble controlling the guns they're shooting now is because they are 9mm guns bumped up to 40. If they were shooting a gun that was designed from the ground up to handle the recoil of a 40, they might not have the issues they are having. Now, one other thing they said that I cannot argue with them at all on this point is that the 9mm for the same size and weight have higher capacity. You have to remember, the FBI tends to miss about 80% of the time. They claim that they only hit 20 to 30% of the time, and that's a very generous estimate. When you look at actual crime scene statistics and look at how many times they fire to how many times a perp is hit, I think that's being very generous. But we'll give them that they hit 20% of the time. And if you're carrying like a higher caliber gun that only has 8 rounds in it, well, yeah, you might not hit a guy once with a full magazine. Whereas if you have a 9mm with 20 rounds in it, well, you've got a good chance of hitting him once or twice. And hitting him once or twice with a 9mm is far better than missing him with a bigger caliber. One hit with a 9mm is far more effective than a miss with a 50 BMG. So I can't really argue with their logic there. When you miss a lot, you need more rounds. And let's remember, they don't get to just fire until they're safe and run away. They actually have to confront the threat till the threat is over. So they need to be able to hit the threat. They need as many rounds as they can get if they shoot the way they shoot. But let's all remember, none of this says that the 9mm is as good or better than the 40. They say that the new technologies in 9mm make it far more powerful than the old 9mm. That's true. It doesn't make them as capable as the 40. They aren't changing the law of physics. The heavier, bigger bullet of the 40 is going to be able to do more damage at comparable speeds than the 9mm ever will be able to do. It's going to be better at certain tasks that the 9mm will never be good at no matter how fast you throw it at something. That's just the laws of physics. No one's going to change that. The FBI is simply saying that the newer 9mm that are hotter and faster are far more capable than the ones that they used to have. And they're better for them than the 40 are because they're cheaper. They can buy more of them. The 40 guns are cheaper. They can buy more guns for the same amount of money. So in the end, it's a dollar saving thing. And it makes sense. But when you and I choose our self-defense guns, we don't choose it based on how much the ammo costs. If we do that, we're making a mistake. We choose which gun is best for us and which gun will be able to get the job done. We don't have bean counters second-guessing our decision. Well, at least those of us that aren't married don't have bean counters second-guessing our decision. So I do support the FBI's decision to go back to 9mm. Just makes more sense for them performance-wise and cost-wise. They basically decided that, a long time ago, they made a decision to go to a more powerful round based on one experience. And that one experience doesn't outweigh the fact that 99.99% of the time, they don't need that more powerful round, and it's actually a detriment to them overall. It's kind of like when we as concealed carriers decide what we're going to carry. We don't sit down and go, what if I face 10 ninjas in body armor with pet bears, and that's what we carry? We sit down and we decide what is the most likely scenarios we're going to face, what will we actually carry, and what will actually work for us. That's how we decide what we're going to carry, and that's what the FBI is doing now. So the 9mm probably is better for the FBI. But like I said, I warned that since they are talking about going to the hotter, more powerful 9mm, they might have the same problems with that out of 9mm guns as they're having out of the 40s now, and they might have to change once again. But for now, I support their decision. And another question I'm betting a lot of people would like to know is, what gun are they going to? Well, that's a topic for a different video, and hopefully I'll be able to make that video very soon.